The Seahawks finally have enough linebackers to fill out all the starting positions. Welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Sports Show, where we love Seattle pro sports. I'm your host, Mikey. And we're here to talk about the Seahawks' latest signing, Jerome Baker, former Miami Dolphins linebacker. If we just take a look at a little bit about him right now, he's 6'2", 225 pounds, 27 years old. We're looking at a player who, for his career, has 22 and a half sacks, 587 tackles, 31 tackles for loss, 46 QB hits. He's been, a starter for most of the games that he plays in, or most of the games each season. We're looking at, so it is interesting. So we're talking about a couple of years where he was really starting to pop off. In 2020, he had 7 sacks. 2021, 5.5. 2022, 4, and then this last season, just 1.5. But here's the thing with Jerome Baker again, is that he is a linebacker who's coming from a similar type of system who can cover. So again, that has been a big issue for the Seahawks the last few years. Linebackers not being able to, play pass coverage, and especially with the type of defense they're playing and the type of defense that they are going to play under Mike Macdonald, your linebackers are going to need to be able to cover. And their recent signings, such as Jerome Baker here, show that that's what they are looking for. Now, for Jerome Baker and his deal, it is looking like it is just a 1-year, $7 million deal, as reported by Adam Schefter. So we are not looking at him at long term at this point. So think about what has happened at the linebacker position this year. We've let a lot of players walk. We have signed players to short deals, meaning that we are not committing to them long term. So to me, that tells me that we are looking to draft players in the draft this year to develop and compete for a starting position right away. If you were so confident that these linebackers that they have signed from the Bills and from Miami were going to be starting day one, and they felt that good about it, I'm sure they would have come up with a deal that was more than a 1-year deal. That tells me, hey, they're saying, okay, you're a good stopgap for us. We think you can do well. We can still have success with you on our team, but we have a different vision for the long-term future. So hopefully, these guys get us to where you want to go in year one. But the vision is other players. We're looking at the draft and, again, free agency next season. I didn't even look at the list of who are going to be free agents next season. But, again, let me remind you about what they've done this offseason. They have cut players. And remember, everybody they cut, they decided to go with the pre-June 1st designation. So everybody's cut, right away. They've already been cut. That means all the dead cap is going against the cap this year. None of that dead cap will be coming next year. All these players that they've been signing for 1 year, all those contracts will be gone next year. So they're going to be right back in a situation next year again where it's looking like they're probably going to have quite a bit of spending in free agency, depending on, what other, contracts they have that they're going to extend during the season or rework during the season. So that just kind of tells me, yeah, these players that they're bringing in, they're not the long term, vision, but they can help out right now. And if they do really well, then you will be paying for it in the long run if you decide you want to keep him, since you only gave him that 1 year, because they're going to want a bigger deal if they do really well, and you decide you want to keep them. But also, if they really aren't part of the long-term vision, you'll be able to step away from them very quickly, obviously just right after this season. So all in all, I think it's a good signing. It's a good move. I think, again, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier actually, but I mean, in total, this guy also for his career also has 5 career interceptions. So, like I said, he can cover. Jerome Baker can cover who he needs to cover, and actually make a play on the ball as well. So all in all, good signing, 1 year deal. I think Mike McDonald is going to be using year 1 here to really evaluate this team and what he has. You can tell that they really like what they have offensively, because they've done everything they can to keep all the players that they have on offense, and make sure that they they kept them, restructured contracts so that it's more team friendly, and the only positions that they've gone out and signed in free agency so far was were positions of need, because they kept Noah Fant, but Pharaoh Brown, they needed him because they didn't have any other tight ends. They went out and got George Fant because guess what, they need to get more linemen on the team. They don't have enough, and they don't have enough good ones. So everything that they're signing on offense was just positions of, okay, we need bodies to fill these out. They're probably going to be, especially that offensive line is going to be an issue that they address in the draft. I'm guessing right at the top as well. So, it's more about this defense. I think this offense, you've heard me say it last year, and I was confident about the year before that as well. I thought this team was at least 8 wins just based on the offense alone. 2 years ago, they got 9. This last year, I thought they would be a 10-win team that could be potentially 12 if they, if the defense played up to average, because the defense the year before was the worst defense in the NFL. And in my eyes, because of how good the offense was playing, if the defense just could play average level defense in the NFL, that would get you a couple more wins. That did not happen. The defense started out good. The run defense started out good to be at the beginning of the season. Then Nuoso got hurt, and we just completely lost it. So, Mike McDonald, I think that is his specialty. So he's going to be really evaluating what they have on the defensive side, and he's going to be spending this year and next year building the team that he wants and getting the players he wants to have the defense that he wants. All right. Well, there you go. Let me know what you thought of this signing. Are you excited to have Jerome Baker? Do you think he's going to be successful? Are you happy with the 1 year, $7 million deal? Do you think they should have given him less, or do you think they should give him a longer deal? Let me know what you think. All right. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, the like button, leave those comments, of course. And then if you are listening on a podcast version, Apple Podcast, Spotify, please hit the follow button, hit the subscribe, hit the 5-star rating, and leave a written review, because that all helps out the show. And thanks for listening to the Seattle Sports Show, where we watch legends awaken. So take cover, because with the sea of sound, you will see us rise to reign supreme and win forever.